In the ancient village of Umuora, nestled between the rolling hills of Nigeria's lush countryside, where the palm trees swayed like guardians of forgotten secrets and the river sang lullabies to the stars, a tale unfolded that would echo through generations. It began not with the roar of the city, but with the quiet ache of a woman's heart, a heart that beat fiercely against the cruel laughter of her kin. Little did they know, the gods had woven a destiny far grander than their mockery could imagine. Dive into this epic folktale, dear reader, and let the winds of Umora carry you away. In the heart of Umora village, where the sun-kissed earth met the endless sky, lived a young woman named Adaora. Her name meant daughter of the people, but oh, how the people forgot that. Adaora was married to Chidi, a kind-hearted farmer whose hands were as gentle as the morning dew on yam leaves. They had been wed for 7 long years, yet their home remained silent, devoid of the pitter-patter of little feet. No child blessed their union, and in a village where fertility was a crown of honor, Adaora wore the invisible thorns of barrenness. The women of Umuora gathered at the village square each evening, their voices rising like smoke from cooking fires. Adaora, the empty vessel, they whispered, their laughter sharp as machetes. Neka, the boastful mother of 5, would cluck her tongue and say, "What use is a wife who cannot give her husband sons? Chidi should take another bride, one with hips wide enough for blessings." And the others would nod, their eyes gleaming with false pity, while Adaora fetched water from the stream, her back straight but her soul crumbling. Adaora felt the weight of their words like stones in her basket. She prayed to the gods under the sacred Iroko tree, offering kola nuts and palm wine, begging for a miracle. "Am I cursed?" she wept one night to Chidi, her tears soaking his shoulder. Chidi held her close, his voice steady as the village drum. "The gods have their time, my love. We will wait." But deep down, even he wondered if the whispers were true. As the moons waxed and waned, the mockery grew bolder. During the harvest festival, when drums thundered and masquerades danced, a group of elders joked loudly. "Adaora dances alone because her womb is a lonely place." The crowd erupted in laughter, and Adaora fled to her heart shattering like clay pots in a storm. But fate, that tricky weaver, was only beginning its tapestry. What if I told you that from the depths of despair, a spark of the extraordinary was about to ignite? One fateful dawn, as the cock crowed and mist hugged the ground, Adara ventured deeper into the forest than ever before. The villagers warned of spirits lurking there, ancient beings who granted wishes but demanded prices steep as the hills. Desperation drove her, her feet padding softly on the leaf-strewn path. She carried a small offering, a woven basket of fresh fruits and a feather from the sacred eagle. Deeper she went, until the trees whispered secrets in tongues unknown. Suddenly, a gentle breeze swirled around her, carrying the scent of rain and mystery. "Adaora," a voice echoed, soft as silk yet powerful as thunder. She spun around, her eyes wide. Before her stood a figure shimmering like moonlight on water, an ancestral spirit named Ifeanyi, guardian of forgotten dreams. "Why do you weep, child of the earth?" Ifeanyi asked, his eyes like glowing embers. Adaora fell to her knees. "The village laughs at me, spirit. My womb is barren, my life empty. Grant me a child, and I will honor you forever." Ifeanyi smiled, a sad, knowing curve. "The gods do not give without trial, but hear this. A child will come, not of flesh alone, but of magic and destiny. You must endure 3 tests, tests of heart, mind, and spirit. Fail, and the laughter will consume you. Succeed, and Umora will bow in awe." Adaora's pulse raced. "I accept," she whispered, her voice trembling with hope and fear. As she returned home, the first test began subtly. That evening, Neka's youngest son fell ill, his fever raging like a bushfire. The village healer shook his head. "Only the rare moonflower from the forest can save him." The villagers cowered, fearing the spirits, but Adaora, remembering Ifeanyi's words, volunteered. "I will go," she declared, her chin high. The crowd murmured in shock. Foolish barren woman, they scoffed, but Adaora braved the night, her lantern flickering against the darkness. She found the moonflower blooming under starlight, its petals glowing. Returning triumphant, she saved the boy. Neka's eyes filled with reluctant gratitude, but the laughter lingered. Little did Adaora know this was just the spark. The real fire was yet to blaze. Hey, if you're hooked on this tale of twists and triumphs, hit that subscribe button right now and drop a comment below. Where are you watching from? Nigeria? America? Let's connect. The second test came swiftly, wrapped in the cloak of betrayal. Chidi's brother, Obi, a sly trader with eyes for Adaora's quiet strength, began spreading rumors. Chidi deserves better, he whispered to the elders. Let me take Adaora as a second wife. No, wait, perhaps I should challenge for her hand. The village buzzed like angry bees, and soon pressure mounted on Chidi to divorce. Adaora's heart ached deeper than ever. One stormy night, as rain pounded the thatched roof, Chidi confessed, the elders say our union is cursed. Perhaps his words trailed off, but the pain in his eyes was a dagger. Tears streamed down Adaora's face. Do you doubt me now, my love? She asked, her voice breaking. Chidi pulled her into his arms. Never. But the village. No, Adaora said firmly, drawing strength from Ifeanyi's promise. We fight together. The next day at the village council under the baobab tree, Obi presented his case with oily words. Adaora is barren. Let her go, brother. The elders nodded gravely, but Adaora stood tall. Barren or not, my heart is fertile with love. Test me if you must, but know this, the gods see all. In a dramatic turn, she revealed a hidden talent. Storytelling passed from her grandmother. She wove a tale of a barren queen who birthed a nation, her words captivating the crowd. Even Obi faltered, and the elders ruled in her favor. The heart prevails, they declared, yet whispers persisted. She's lucky this time, they said. Emotional waves crashed over Adaora, joy mixed with lingering sorrow. But the third test loomed, promising shocks that would rattle Umora to its core. Imagine the impossible becoming real. Keep turning these pages. With the heart's trial conquered, Ifeanyi's voice returned in Adaora's. Now, the test of the mind. Solve the riddle of the ancients, or all is lost. The riddle appeared etched on a stone by the river. I speak without a mouth and hear without ears. I have no body, but I come alive with the wind. What am I? Adaora pondered day and night, her mind a whirlwind. The village noticed her distraction and laughed anew. Now she's mad as well as barren, Neka cackled. But Adaora delved into old lore, consulting the village sage, an old man named Eze. Echo, she finally realized, shouting it to the winds. The stone glowed, and a path opened in the forest, a maze of illusions. Braving it alone, Adora faced visions. Her childless future, the village's scorn amplified. Her emotions surged fear, anger, despair. This is not real, she whispered, using her wits to navigate. Emerging victorious, she felt a warmth in her belly, a sign from the gods. Back in Umura, the laughter began to falter. Something's changing, murmured some. And now, a quick pause in our epic. If this story's got you on the edge of your seat, smash that like button and subscribe for more tales like this. Tell me in the comments, where in the world are you tuning in from? Let's make this community global. The final test arrived with the full moon's glow. Ifeanyi appeared once more. Test of spirit. Sacrifice what you hold dear for the greater good. That night, a fire ravaged the village granary, threatening famine. The villagers panicked, blaming spirits. Adora, guided by intuition, realized the cause, a neglected altar to the gods. She offered her most prized possession, her mother's golden necklace, symbol of her lineage. Throwing it into the flames as an offering, she prayed fervently. Miraculously, rain poured, extinguishing the fire. The village was saved. In gratitude, the gods blessed her. That very night, Adara conceived. Not one child, but twins of extraordinary power. But this was no ordinary pregnancy. Dreams foretold children with gifts from the spirits. The village, unaware, still snickered behind hands. Wait till she swells, or doesn't, they said. Oh, the shock brewing. Dramatic revelations await. Don't blink. Months passed, and Adaora's belly grew round as the harvest moon. At first, she hid it under loose wrappers, fearing more mockery if it proved false. Chidi's eyes sparkled with joy, but they kept the secret. Neka and the others noticed her glow. What's with Adaora? She's different, they gossiped. Jealousy stirred. One market day, a windstorm ripped Adaora's wrapper, revealing her bump. Gasps echoed. Impossible, Neka cried. The village erupted in whispers, turning to awe. But the twins inside whispered to Adaora in dreams, we are children of light and shadow. Prepare for wonders. Entertainment ensued as Adaora danced at festivals, her energy boundless. The once barren woman became the village's enigma, yet danger lurked. A jealous Obi plotted to undermine her miracle. Twists like vines entangling. Keep reading Obi's envy festered like a sore. That barren witch must have used dark magic, he muttered, rallying a few doubters. He consulted a rogue herbalist, plotting to poison Adaora's well, but Ifeanyi warned her in a vision. Adaora confronted Obi publicly, her voice thundering. Envy blinds you, brother-in-law. The gods see your heart. The confrontation was dramatic. Obi confessed in tears, begging forgiveness. The village, emotional, rallied around Adaora. Her pregnancy advanced, the twins kicking with supernatural vigor. Villagers brought gifts, their laughter replaced by apologies. But the birth, oh, that would shock them all. Heart pounding suspense ahead. Hey, loving this folk tale. Subscribe now for more stories that tug at your heartstrings. Comment below. Where are you watching from? Share your thoughts. Labor came under a stormy sky. The midwife screamed as Adora birthed twins, a boy, Kelechi, meaning thank God, glowing with light, and a girl, Amarachi, God's grace, shrouded in gentle shadows. The boy could heal with a touch, the girl could foresee events. The village gathered, shocked silent. The barren one births miracles, an elder exclaimed. Neka fell to her knees. Forgive us, Ada Ora, we were blind. Tears flowed. Emotional redemption swept Umora, but the twins' powers attracted outsiders, hinting at greater adventures. Magical turns await. Immerse yourself. As the twins grew, their gifts blossomed. Kelechi healed the sick, turning plagues away. Amarachi predicted rains, saving crops. The village prospered, renaming Adaura Mother of Miracles. Former mockers became devotees, but a neighboring village, envious, sent spies. Drama ensued in a border skirmish where the twins' powers turned the tide. Adaora's journey from scorn to savior was complete. Or was it? More layers to peel. Years later, a drought struck Nigeria's lands. Amarachi foresaw a sacred ritual. Adaora led the twins to the forest, invoking Ifeanyi. The spirit revealed, you were chosen to unite villages. A grand festival ensued, where Adaora's story inspired peace. Laughter long forgotten, Umora became legendary. But one final shock. The twins ascended as guardians, leaving Adaora immortal in tales. Timeless legacy. If this epic has moved you, subscribe today. Where are you from? Let me know in comments. Adaora aged gracefully, teaching morals. Mock not the barren, for God's work in mystery. Villagers shared her story around fires, emotional bonds strengthening community. Neka became her closest friend, their laughter now genuine. Yet subtle magic lingered. Adaora's touch brought fertility to others. Heartwarming twists. In her twilight, Adaora returned to the Iroko tree. Ifeanyi appeared. Your tale will live forever. She passed peacefully, her spirit joining the winds. Umora thrived, remembering from barrenness came abundance. And so, dear listener, The winds of Umora carry this folk tale. Judge not the empty vessel, for it may overflow with wonders. They laughed at her barrenness, but were shocked by the miracles that followed. What a journey! Dramatic, emotional, entertaining, right? Subscribe for more epic stories. Comment, where are you watching from? Let's build this together.